If you have ever wondered if supplementing with omegas could be beneficial for your child with ADHD, then you are definitely in the right place because that's what we're going to be talking about today. I'm Dana Kay, a board certified holistic health and nutrition practitioner, and I work with families all across the USA, helping them to support their children with ADHD through natural strategies. So, thanks for tuning in today. If you haven't yet subscribed, I want to invite you to hit that little subscribe button down below. I post new videos several times a week, and by subscribing today, you'll make sure you don't ever miss any of them. So let's dive into omegas. Now, omegas are definitely one of the most highly recommended supplements for children with ADHD in particular. But are they really beneficial? So let's talk about that. Omega-3 deficiency is a common problem in the USA, and that's because foods that are high in omega-3 fatty acids are one that are rarely consumed by most Americans, especially children. Our bodies actually can't make omega-3 and omega-6 fatty acids on their own. The only way we can obtain these types of fats is through diet or supplementation. Now, omega-3 fatty acids can be found in the following foods: oily fish like salmon, trout, mackerel, tuna, and sardines, nuts like almonds, walnuts, hazelnuts, and pecans, and seeds like chia, flax, and pumpkin seeds. But as mentioned, most Americans don't eat enough of these foods. I don't know about you guys and your kids, but mine aren't super excited if I plop some mackerel on the table for dinner. Are your kids the same? It's pretty common for children and actually even a lot of adults to not really love food that are packed with omega-3s. And to make matters worse, most Americans eat way too much omega-6 fatty acids, which are found in many plant-based oils. Omega-3 and omega-6 fatty acids are actually meant to be in a 1-to-1 ratio in the body. But unfortunately, due to the Western diet, the amount of omega-6 in our bodies have reached unprecedented proportions. Now, in contrast, omega-3 is typically extremely low in Americans, especially in children who rarely eat oily fish. Paul Montgomery, a researcher at the University of Oxford in England, gave school-aged children fish oil supplementation for 3 months to help boost their omega-3 intake. At the end of that time, he found that those taking the supplements showed improvement in behavior as well as in reading and spelling. That's amazing. He concluded that a lack of certain polyunsaturated fatty acids may contribute to dyslexia and ADHD. Now, will supplementation be the be all and end all miracle cure? No, it won't. You've probably heard me say it many times, but I'll say it again. You can't supplement your way out of a poor diet. If you continue to pound your body with highly inflammatory foods, you will not get to where you need to go, no matter how many supplements you take. But supplementation, especially when paired with dietary changes, can support the body and help children with ADHD thrive. So, what are the dietary changes I recommend? First of all, remove gluten, dairy, and soy from your family's diet. The first step in any journey is to remove foods that cause inflammation in the body, and those are gluten, dairy, and soy. These highly inflammatory substances can lead to an autoimmune response and increased intestinal permeability, which is also known as leaky gut. If you haven't checked out my leaky gut video, go to my channel now and search up leaky gut. Now, kids with ADHD are more likely to have compromised immune systems, so the effects of these substances tend to have a great effect on the whole body and the brain. Then we want to replace highly inflammatory foods with a balanced whole food diet rich in micronutrients. So you want to eat a diet rich in whole, nutritious, fresh fruits and veggies, gluten-free whole grains, unless you are also grain-free, grass-fed animal proteins such as meat, poultry, seafood, eggs, and also plenty of healthy fats such as avocado, coconut, and olive oils. Where possible, you want to avoid over processed and packaged goods, replacing them with whole and fresh produce. That's a very general overview of the dietary changes I recommend, but I'm also happy to discuss this in more detail with you on the phone if you'd like some more information. You can find a link to book a free call with my team in the captions below, so be on the lookout for that. Now, back to omegas. That's what we're here to talk about. So, once you improve the diet, is there a benefit to taking omega supplements? I definitely think there is, especially if your diet is low in those omega-3 foods that I mentioned earlier, like fish, nuts, and seeds. Supplementation with high quality omegas, especially when paired with dietary changes, can support the body and the brain and help our kiddos with ADHD thrive. We actually just released an omega supplement in our store called Omega Thrive. I love this particular supplement because it's in liquid form, making it easy for children who aren't yet able to swallow pills. Having a proper fatty acid ratio supports brain function, memory, clear thinking, mood, and even organizational skills. All these things that children with ADHD can benefit from. So, though omega supplementation won't be the be all and end all fix for you, it can definitely be a great support for children with ADHD. Check out the captions below for the link to our omega supplement and also that link to book a free call with my team. And if you haven't yet subscribed, make sure and do that now by clicking the button below. Hope that was helpful today. Let me know if any of you have any questions at all, and take care.